Hello and welcome, fellas. It's time to see how this upcoming fight card might go. And yeah, this fight card used to be pretty much amazing. And talking about the previous one, and the fight card nowadays can also be amazing. Also, before we start, I'm going to announce some new changes to my channel and. I mean, when I prop you up, you see, those videos are going to stay. I'm just saying that I will be from now on hiding some of my live streams because I'm getting too much of the unnecessary. I'm getting too much of the unnecessary attention, and really, some people are extremely annoying. So some people are extremely annoying and they keep asking stupid questions about my incomes, etc. I really don't want to share that with them. I really don't want to let them see everything because, I'm getting too much unwanted attention in my state and it kind of irritates me a lot. So I'll be honest with you, it irritates me a lot. And let's grind it out right now. Daniel Santos versus Johnny Munoz. All right, Santos versus Munoz fight starts round 3. Side call. Let's say this is like a pick and fight to me. You have my full prediction, but side call is gonna be Santos. Santos late stoppage, probably stoppage into round 3. The next one is Claudio Ribeiro versus Joseph Holmes. No distance Ribeiro versus Holmes. Ribeiro to win. People in the live streams have been asking. No, not people in the live streams. Ribeiro to win. I'm going to tell you what happened. Ribeiro KO, TKO. What happened? People from my state. I'm getting too much of unwanted attention, Then they rewatch my streams and they keep asking, spamming my Instagram like, oh, how much money did you get? How much this? How much that? And that is why I will start locking my streams. So if they wanna know everything about me, if they want to know everything about me, that is going to cost from now on. Like when I prop you up, for example, this stream will not be locked because I'm giving you props. Props will always be unlocked. But whenever I do live, they're like, "Oh, you earned money, you earned money, you earned money." They keep spamming my Instagram, and it's unwanted attention. I don't need this really, because people from my state of Serbia are extremely jealous, annoying, boring, and they think I'm some kind of a fucking Red Cross, and that's not what I am. I have problems just like anybody in the world. I'm also human of flesh and bone. I also have problems. Right now, I am in the worst period of my life because of the goddamn injury, and I don't need unwanted attention. So that is the reason. So let's go to the next fight. Jalga Zhumagulov versus Rafael Esteban. I'm gonna say Esteban to win. Esteban KO, TKO. Jalga Zhumagulov been robbed on many occasions, so that is why I'm asking. I'm asking. You should also. I'm blocking them, but they are making new accounts. They keep making new accounts and spam my Instagram. They are probably going to continue asking anyways. I know. I know. Also, I was thinking. That is not. I mean, that is not going to affect my income significantly, as I don't get. The huge amount of views like from the live streams, etc. I'm not getting huge amount of views from live streams, but my fight buddies and my propping you up streams are going to stay. I'm not going to lock them because I don't want to lock them. I said that nobody has to pay for membership if he wants to hear my predictions. So my predictions stay free. But my live streams, some of them are going to be locked from now on. Only some of them. But like if they want to keep asking, they have to pay they have to pay if they want to ask. Now, Aliskerov versus Hoz over 1.5 or over 2.5 side call. cost to win. But I think a neutral pick would be a great call here. I really think a neutral pick would be fine here. Parker Porter versus Braxton Smith. Porter versus Smith. No distance. And Smith KO, TKO. I got Smith via stoppage. I'm going to make something like preliminary card. No, early prelims. Until minute. You know, there are too many jealous people here in Serbia. Believe me, people here are extremely jealous. Extremely, extremely jealous. I'm going to make chapters too. I don't like jealous people. It's pretty much irritant. Believe me, it's very irritant. I'm not jealous of anybody, and that is pretty much wasting of energy wasting. You know, they are so. I don't even have a word to describe them. Marina Rodriguez versus Virna Jandiroba. Phil Hawes has had it rough lately. I know. Marina Rodriguez to win. Rodriguez KO, TKO. But Virna submission is a possibility. Virna submission is a possibility too. Then the next one is Chaos Williams versus Rolando Bedoya. Chaos versus Bedoya, no distance. Side call. Let's go with Bedoya. I mean, that guy is hack. He is a heck of a fighter, but I'm going with fight, not going the distance. For these two guys, like Devin Clark versus Kennedy Zechukwu. I think this one is going to go into round 3. So Clark versus Zechukwu. Zechukwu fight starts round 3. Side call Zechukwu to win. But this is picking to me. Let me just check the odds. I need to check the odds. Zechukwu is a favorite. Interesting. Drew Dober versus Matt Frevola. No distance. Lemos won, but it was an early stoppage. Very much of an early stoppage. I agree with that. Drew Dober versus Matt Frevola. No distance. And Dober KO, TKO is going to be my call. Like, yeah, Dober KO, TKO going to be my call. I have a feeling that Drew Dober is gonna win this one. Then let's transition to the main card. Later I will reveal my picks. I will tell you what I played. Kron Gracie versus Charles Jordan. No distance. No distance, Gracie versus Jordan. Kron Gracie submission or Jordan KO, TKO. That's what I have in this upcoming fight, like Kron Gracie submission or Jordan via KO, TKO. That could also be pretty much of a nice piece of play, yes. Then Moser Evloev versus Bryce Mitchell. Evloev to win. Evloev decision. Got Evloev to win decision. Jessica Andrade versus Yan Xiaonan. Xiaonan versus Andrade. Fight starts round 3. Side call. I'm probably gonna go with some kind of the upset or whatever. Like Xiaonan, I think Xiaonan has good chances to win this fight. I will later check which underdogs I play. Yeah, Xiaonan is the underdog. Belal Muhammad versus Gilbert Burns. Muhammad versus Burns. Over 2.5. Side call. Muhammad to win. Drew Dober versus Michael Chandler would be such a fun fight. Explosive Power versus Iron Chin. Yes, that is true. Side call Muhammad to win. And the main event of the evening, Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo. Alja to win, but only because I'm Cejudo's hater. I can't stand that guy, but this is going to be a close fight, but I hope he is going to retire Cejudo again, because Cejudo is extremely annoying personality. I just want that guy to lose. I want him to lose badly. I literally can't stand that guy. And he has a very much of a cringy personality, so I really want him to lose. Now here are my bets. Frevola versus Dober, no distance. Then let me see. Have Frevola versus Dober, no distance. Evlev to win. Burns versus Muhammad over 2.5. And I have one more bet, I think. Yes. Kron versus Charles, no distance. I have 4 bets. So Frevola versus Dober not going the distance. Movsarevlov to win clean. Burns versus Muhammad over 2.5. And Kron versus Charles, the fight will not go the distance. These are my calls. Now let's see round robin. Riskier bets. Jan Shaunan to win. Belal to win. Who else did I pick from the underdogs? Not Cejudo. Evlev is a favorite. Not Kron. Devin Clark. Chaos Williams. Yeah, I think Bedoya like is good. Bedoya. Braxton. Yeah, many underdogs could win. Braxton to win. And that's basically it. 4 underdogs could win, according to my mind. I gave solid chances to 4 underdogs to win. So Frevola versus Dober not going the distance. Evlev to win. Burns versus Muhammad over 2.5. Kron versus Charles Jordan. The fight will not go the distance. Is another of my calls. So these are all my calls for the upcoming card. And right now, I'm also going to let you vote. But right now I need to take care of something to change the layout. Let me see to change the layout. Okay, just give me a few seconds. I need to change something. In the studio. Customization. Change video. Okay. Change video. Okay, then I have to let you vote. And of course, I have to give predictions for my lovely fans. Brother, hope your day better than mine. How are you doing, yo? My name is Sean. How's everything doing? Henry beat one of my favorite fighters, so I cannot forgive him. I agree with you, man. I don't like Henry Cejudo either. You are right about that. I can't forgive him either for destroying Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. I also can't forgive him. I need to let you vote now. I will let you vote right now. Greatest upset chances. Text. Braxton Smith. Jan Shaunan. Who else? Jan Shaunan. Bilal Muhammad. Rolando Bedoya. Bilal Muhammad. Rolando Bedoya. Other comments. Okay, then we are going to see most confident pick. I have to put Aljamain Sterling on this list because I'm a Cejudo hater. Aljamain Sterling. Who else? Movsarevlov. Drew Dober. Marina Rodriguez. Drew Dober. Marina Rodriguez. Other comments. So don't forget to vote, fellas. Please don't forget to vote. You have the chance to vote. I will also write what I played for the fans of this channel. I will also say what I wrote. And let's see. Let me again go into the space for my lovely fans. Okay, let me just copy something. Let me just copy something from the website I'm working for. Okay, let's check it out. 1 second. I need to copy this for channel members. I mean, of course, I will try to copy this. Okay, main card. Yeah, I need to make it for the members. Hold on. I need to put it for the members. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm just copying everything, so it takes some time until I'm able to copy. I am writing for one website, for one very, very great website, and yeah, let's go. Audio to win, or okay, I'm writing for my members. No, it's gonna be my live chat. Over 2.5 or below to win. Let me see. No distance or young to win. My IQ is to 450 quid with Rogerio de Lima, William Zepeda. That is awesome. That is awesome, my friend. Evlev to win or Evlev. Hold on. I will get back in 1 minute. Just need to do it for my fans. Hold on. I'm just writing something. Give me a few seconds. Okay. Okay, let me see. I will reply to everyone. Hold on. Not a fan of Aliskerov. Esteban to win because judges hate the other guy. Claudio to win. And Santos to win. Okay, I will respond to everybody, I promise. Don't forget to vote. Let's go. Okay, let me see. Aljo will become greatest bantamweight. Bityan, Cejudo, Wowzers. You can throw in Sandhagen and Dillashaw as well. You are right about that. He will become the greatest. That is absolutely 100% true. That is 100% true. He is going to become the greatest. Yeah, he is going to become the greatest. Yeah, that is true. Actually, that argument is pretty much on point. He is going to become the greatest because he beat the greatest of the game. He beat the greatest in the division. That is true. 100% true, got to say. Yeah. And tell me, how's everything doing? Like, can you post every? I removed some keywords that were blocked earlier, so try to type and tell me how everything goes. I'm willing to discuss with you. I'm willing to chit chat, and I'm very grateful to everybody who supported me in the darkest hour of my life. So, yeah. But also to tell you, my streams, whenever I'm giving you props and picks, I will not lock those streams. Somebody's crying. I'm sick of somebody turning himself into a victim. I mean, don't play victims. Like, it's idiotic. It's very much idiotic playing victims, etc. It's like, why do I need that in the first place? Why do I need people who play victims? That is unnecessary part of my life, and that is never ever going to proceed in my world. That is never going to proceed in my world. So playing victims, it's simply not going to work. I can't let that work. I can't let that happen. So yes, I do make some changes, but video where I'm propping you up, where I'm giving predictions, etc. Who should Aljo fight next besides Suga, you think? There's nobody really left for him, that's a problem. Nobody left for Aljo. If he beats Cejudo now, there is literally nobody left for him. Maybe some young dark horse of the division, and the question is, do we have a young dark horse? Do we have a young dark horse? That's $1 million question. Do we have? I'm unsure whether we have that kind of a dark horse in the division at the moment. I'm checking now rankings, but I think there is nothing left for him. I really think there is nothing left. Maybe it's gonna be Sandhagen, maybe. Maybe that rematch would make sense. I'm trying to think now. Maybe that would be a match to make. Like if he rematches Corey Sandhagen, that would really be. Maybe that would be a fight to make. Yeah. Yeah, I assume that could be a fight to make. But there is nobody left for him in the division, really. Really, there is nobody left for him in the division, and more I think, less options I know. More I think, less I know when you're asking me about that question. But Sandhagen rematch sounds like a pretty much of a fair call. Yeah, Sandhagen rematch sounds like a fair call, but he defeated everybody. Just look at the resume of fighters he beat. Like aside of Sean O'Malley, do we really have a real opponent? Do we have the real opponent for him? I don't think so, because he bettered almost every single fighter in the division. And I hate to say that, but the problem with Corey Sandhagen is actually the only guy who could give him a hard time. If we're talking about the current state, if we're going to talk about the current situation, I believe Corey Sandhagen is the only guy who can create him problems at the moment, yes. I think he is the only guy who can give him problems, like literally. I have a feeling he is the only guy who can make him problems at the moment. I don't think other guys could give him a hard time, so that's how I see the situation right now. I just don't see it as a nice situation for Aljo if he defeats Henry Cejudo. I really don't see a new potential opponent for Aljamain Sterling. That is like, I know it sounds a bit off, but really, who could be his next opponent? That's like $1 million question. And also on Thursday, I think we have RSFC on Thursday. I think we have. Not sure though, but I think we do have some. I'm gonna check it out anyway. I'm unsure about the upcoming matches and events. Like, you have to check what else do we have. No Cage Warriors this week. Maybe we have Cage Warriors next week. I'm not sure, man. I will definitely have to check it out on my other PC. My UFC on Fight Pass is on my other PC, so in the case you don't see me like knowing which events are gonna air, it's because UFC on Fight Pass is on my other PC, and I'm always watching on other PC when I'm doing live streams. So that's what I'm saying to you right now. Also, I will continue making videos about the MMA Guru. You will see. Soon I'm going to reveal the story about how the MMA Guru discovered my channel. Like, yeah, it was not me, it was the MMA Guru who discovered my channel, and I will always be grateful to that guy. Who the fuck are Eddie Alvarez fists still swollen? Told you he'd win too. I actually thought Chad Mendes won. When I rewatched that fight, I gave 3 rounds to Mendes, but it was a split decision, so could have gone either way, but maybe I was biased a bit. Hello, James, how are you doing, my friend? Maybe I was a bit biased, I'm actually I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit butthurt because Chad Mendes lost the fight, because I really wanted Chad Mendes to win. Unfortunately, it didn't come to fruition, and I really wanted to see Chad Mendes win the fight, but Eddie Alvarez won split decision. And to some point, I can understand it. Did you hear about Felipe Colares? Yes, I mentioned that in the morning stream. unfortunately, Felipe Colares passed away, and I am very much sorry. I am very, very much sorry to say that. Like, Felipe Colares passed away, and yeah, he passed away in a bus accident, which is worse. Imagine yourself passing away in a bus accident. It's so painful. It's so painful. Felipe Colares used to be one of my favorite fighters while he was a member. While he was a member of the UFC roster. So yeah, was a painful thing to see. But life is full of blows. Yeah, life is full of blows. Very sad news. It is only 29. Yeah, better for the sport. Eddie won. Mendes retired anyway. I know. When we're already talking about Eddie, what could be the next potential move for Eddie Alvarez? I'm really wondering what could be the next potential move for him. Do you think he has something on his mind, like Eddie Alvarez? Does he have something on his mind, or? Yeah, it would have been better if he won. I have to agree with the fact that it would have been better if he won the fight. But anyway, like Luke Rockhold is definitely going to retire from BKFC, a quitter. Yes, he saw that bare knuckle is not for him. It has never been his choice. MVP did well against was he fighting against Mike Perry? He actually did pretty much well in that fight. I was actually pretty much shocked with him with how well he did in that fight, and the MVP shocked me in that bare knuckle outing. I really didn't expect MVP to be that good. I always thought that MVP has zero. I was always thinking that MVP was having zero punching skills. And to some point, it seems I was right. Sorry, it seems I was wrong to some point, yeah. It seems MVP is skilled. I think Eddie beats him too. MVP has never been the best puncher to me. MVP is a different type of a fighter, but bare knuckle, no. MVP is not a bare knuckle fighter to me. He doesn't have a good bare knuckle skills or good bare knuckle expectations. That you see, like I don't see him succeeding in the world of bare knuckle. I definitely don't see that guy. I don't see that guy succeeding in the world of bare knuckle. Just think it's a bit too much. MVP is more of a Bellator. Have you seen any of Napoleon Blown Apart's videos? If you haven't, they are really great. I will have to check it out. No, I haven't seen Napoleon Blown Apart's videos, but I will check it out when I finish the stream. No, that's not a problem. I will check it out when I finish the stream. And also fellas, I started learning OBS, but this is like a rocket science to me. Like I learned to use Camtasia Studio, and OBS is pretty much a hard piece of software for me, but it takes time to learn. I removed some keywords from the list. I haven't seen YouTube ban the majority of words etc. I removed some of them from the lists, but I had to protect myself from huge Balkan MMA experts. I literally had to protect myself from them because they were very, very annoying with their begging, crybabying, etc. So I just had to protect myself, and I'm glad that some words are appearing right now. I'm really glad that some words are appearing right now. So I'm sorry if it used to be too restrictive in the past, but I will now try to remove the majority of the restrictions. I had to defend myself from huge Balkan MMA experts because too many people hate me here in Serbia. And they were trying in all possible ways to hate, to waste my time, etc., 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 but they won't be able to do that anymore. Like they realized that there is no chance to waste time on my channel anymore. There, long form MMA documentary videos. Napoleon Blown Apart. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Napoleon Blown Apart. Worst of the worst, the failure of power slap. All my homies hate Jake Paul. Wow, these are nice videos actually. Head movement, the Edmund Tarverdian, the catastrophic combat sports career, the fully fantasy-based fighting, rise and fall of pride, never die. Oh man, this guy has some pretty much decent videos. Yeah, I'll actually gonna subscribe this guy. Thank you for recommending. I'm actually going to subscribe this guy. Who do you think beats Evloev if Bryce doesn't? Bryce is not going to defeat him, but Ilya Topuria is a hard match for Movsar Evloev if you're asking me. Ilya Topuria would be a death trap for him. I think Ilya Topuria would actually be a death trap for that guy. So, yes, I believe Ilya Topuria. I have a feeling Ilya Topuria would give him a hard time, yes. Napoleon blown apart. I'm going to check that guy out. And I really think this looks like a decent channel. Yeah, really much looks like a decent channel. So thanks for the recommendation. I'm eager to say that this looks like a nice recommendation. There are many more and more successful channels. And to me, Movsar Evloev is definitely the dark horse of the division. If you're asking me, I do believe that Movsar Evloev is the dark horse of the division. And I think Movsar Evloev could give a hard time to many fighters. And many fellas, yes. Yes, I think Movsar Evloev might actually make a mess in the division. So if you're asking me, yeah, I'm ready like to give a shout out to Movsar Evloev. I'm sorry cause I'm still not home etc. But this injury affected me heavily. How about this? Is it better than like my cap? Is it better than this? But this is more discreet. This thing is more discreet, if you know. This looks more like me. This is more discreet schedule, and this is like blurred cowboy, and we can mess around like. Fellas, how's everything going with like the words that didn't appear? I tried to remove some restrictions, so I'm glad that I have pretty much positive feedback from the fellas. We will continue to grow, and we will make this channel better and stronger. We can't slow down now. We really can't slow down now, fellas. I also plan to stream when I wake up, like if I wake up in the middle of the night or if something happens, like I do plan to stream. So please feel free to shoot in with questions. Feel free to ask whatever you want. I am willing to engage now. I want Bryce to win. I also want Bryce to win, but I don't have a feeling Bryce is going to win. Just to hear post-fight speech, people doubting him. Well, to be honest, I want Bryce to win too, because Evloev is not the most entertaining fighter in the world. But do I see Bryce Mitchell winning? No. No, I don't see Bryce Mitchell winning the fight. Unfortunately, I don't see Bryce Mitchell winning the fight. And I just think Bryce Mitchell is going to have a hard time here because Movsar Evloev has superior wrestling, and Bryce Mitchell is also a great wrestler, but against some people say that he came in sick in the fight against Ilya Topuria. I don't know whether that's just an excuse or whether that's true, but I'm hoping that it was just a bad day for Bryce Mitchell, that we are going to see upgraded version of Bryce Mitchell in this fight. Hello, Charles Barkley. Would Evloev do the same to Charles Rosa? I think Charles Rosa is not his caliber. I just don't think Charles Rosa is his caliber. So yes, he would. Dodson Paul Craig moving to middleweight. That's actually a nice idea. I like the fact that Paul Craig is moving to middleweight. I think that's a step in the right direction. I actually believe this is a step in the right direction, because I believe he is going to I believe he is going to make a good move with that. I really believe this is going to be a good move of Paul Craig. Like if he moves to 185, that division is stacked with strikers. I think that's a smart choice. There are just too many strikers in that division, and if he's looking for his chance among the strikers, I am backing that up. Paul Craig versus Petrovsky would even be decent. Paul Craig versus Petrovsky would be a fight I'd pay to watch. I'd actually pay that pay-per-view, if you know what I mean. I would defo pay that pay-per-view. I would pay to watch that pay-per-view. Also, I have to give a massive shout out to the website Way of Martial Arts, because they also covered my medical expenses. So I must give a shout out to the website called Way of Martial Arts. I am writing for them for a very long period of time, and guys, thank you so much for covering my medical expenses. You see who's a good person when you're in trouble. You really see who's a good person when you're in trouble, and you really are a great person. You really are a great personnel. I've seen so much respect on your end, and thank you for respecting my knowledge, and thank you for respecting everything I did for you. That money is going to mean a lot. MMA Guru has already covered my medical expenses, but you also covered bills for this month. So thank you so much. I still haven't reached the limit for paying, and they paid in advance, and that's like they said it's a tip for you. They said it's a tip. We want you to heal ASAP. We know how hard it is when you're injured, etc. And that is definitively. I'm very glad because I have such a huge support from everywhere in the world. Like when you're hurt, it sucks when you're hurt, pretty much sucks when you're hurt. And when you're injured, it really much sucks. And the last thing I need is, a lack of money when I'm injured. They know that I cannot ref right now. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping for this month. I mean, I would have reached that milestone sooner or later, but you really are great people. I mean, I've seen now when I hurt myself, who is a great person, who is a shitty person. I've seen all of that. When you hurt yourself and when you're in a trouble, you will see who is going to support you and who is not going to support you. And it's time for me to change. It's time for me to start supporting some people and to start being rude towards some other people and to stop caring for other people. For example, the MMA Guru paid my medical expenses. It just speaks about how good personality he is. Like people were constantly trolling him like Juru, etc. Man, that guy is awesome. Imagine somebody paying for your medical bills. How good person you should be to pay for somebody's medical bills. I mean, just imagine that the guy paid for my medical bills. And I'm glad, when you're in a trouble, people who help you in a trouble are your real friends. You will see who's a real friend of yours when you're in a trouble. So that is how you are going to recognize real friends. He's not even sponsored. Crazy. Well, let's be honest. MMA Guru is sponsored by the fans. Fans are sponsoring him. I have one sponsor. Did you see Embedded? Yes, I did. What else? MMA Guru is sponsored by the fans. Fans love him. Fans chose him. Have you experienced watching one of your favorite fighters lose and then, based on performance, personality, or both, became a fan of the person that beat them? Actually, yes. I became a fan of Chris Weidman when he defeated Anderson Silva. It happened once when Chris Weidman defeated Anderson Silva. What was on Bryce's shoulder? Well, it looked like purple paint. It looked like purple paint to me too. I'm pretty much unsure what it was. I know what are you asking exactly, but it also looked like a purple paint to me. Yeah, to me in the first place, it also looked like a purple paint. Right now, I'm just having too much time, so I'm watching everything. I'm watching even some things that I shouldn't watch. I'm watching literally everything now. Yeah, MMA Guru doesn't have a sponsor, which is sad. But fans are sponsoring him, which is amazing. Fans are actually sponsoring him. I have one sponsor, and that's why I'm wearing this hat. So big shout out to my sponsor, whose name mustn't be revealed. But in the contract we inked, he prohibits me to say his name. So I know it kind of sucks. I would like to praise that guy all day, but the contract prohibits me to tell his name. Yeah, and the sad thing is the MMA Guru doesn't even have a sponsor, which is insane. Imagine that quality YouTuber, the YouTuber of such a great quality doesn't have a sponsor. It's like, it's so sad, man. Because Guru is one of the most helpful guys and one of the best guys I have ever met. But people obviously don't like dark humor. You know, people obviously dislike English humor, and Guru is a master of dark humor. But if you support him, he will support you. That's just the MMA Guru. You support him, he will support you. That's just him. That's a part of the MMA Guru's game. If you are supportive towards him, he is going to be supportive towards you, and I can understand that. I can understand that. I like actually those guys. But yeah, it's crazy. The guy doesn't even have a sponsor. Just tell me why that guy doesn't have a sponsor, man. He deserves to have like ten sponsors, not one sponsor. He deserves to have 10 sponsors with his way of behavior. Pick for main event Aljo to win. If I must pick a side, Aljo to win. I'm going to read you my bets so far. You can also scroll the chat, but I'm reading now my bets. So, my bets are Frevola versus Dolber not going the distance, Movsarevlev to win, Burns versus Muhammad over 2.5, and Kron versus Charles not going the distance. Aljo has no chance. I'll be honest, I'm Cejudo's hater, and I'm honest, I didn't bet on that fight. I didn't bet on that fight because I would pick with my heart. And am I Cejudo's hater? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can't stand that guy. I can't stand that guy. I literally can't stand Henry Cejudo, so that's why I didn't. Crunch drama. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat. I want title shot. I want title shot. That's why. Mr. Crunch drama. Yeah. I want title shot. But then I'm retiring. I can't get a title shot. That's why I'm a Cejudo skater. But he's a good fighter. If you're asking me, does he have a chance to win? Absolutely. That fight is a picking to me. Maybe I would even give advantage to Cejudo, but I don't want. I just don't want Cejudo to win. I just don't like that kind of personality. Plus, I can't forgive him for defeating Demetrius Johnson. Demetrius Johnson is one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, Henry Cejudo, cater. Burns easy. I played over 2.5. Hello, Cowboy. Hope all is well. Good luck on the bets. What do you think of Porter Smith? The fight will not go the distance if I must pick a side Braxton Smith to win. Burns versus Belal, I bet on over 2.5. Actually, it's a pick 'em to me. Like, Belal is a tough opponent. Smith wins. I also think Smith is going to win. I removed some limits from my streams, so please check it out how everything works. Some words are removed and other things that were making problems to fans. I'm trying to resolve the problems one by one. But sorry, I was just. And just one new thing from now, some of my live streams will be under level 1. Just some of my live streams, not all. Not all. Don't worry, not all of them are going to be under the level of defense. But why do you don't like Cejudo? Mr. Cringy. Let's cry, baby. Let's cry, baby. Thanks. I think so too. I just got a small parlay of him and Santos. Do you like Santos as well? If I must pick a side, Santos to win, yes. I actually like Claudio Ribeiro to win. But you can see my bets, fellas. You can see which are my bets, and I released them, I wrote them, so I have 4 bets on this fight card. So good luck to everybody. I'm still willing to chat, so yeah, I'm still willing to chit chat. But starting tomorrow, only when I'm propping you up or when I'm doing some kind of when I'm propping you up, when I'm giving you odds, etc. These streams will not be under level 1, but other streams will be under level 1 because I don't want to hide my bets. Breaking news: Brian Mitchell is off the card. Bryce Mitchell, really? Kara France versus Amir Albazi promoted to main event at UFC Vegas 74 on June 3rd. Fighter bites opponent's ear to secure submission, gets disqualified in absurd scene. Whoa. Yes, Diego Lopez is replacing him. Diego Lopez is replacing him. Yep, Movsarevlo will replace him. Where did you see? Yeah, Belal decision topology, but I'm not going to bet. Bryce Mitchell got this. Hey, Kale, how you doing? Where did you see? I don't know. I haven't seen that. I can't confirm. Can't confirm it's official or not. No, I cannot confirm whether it is official or not. I got no idea. Bryce Mitchell will win. Wait, is Bryce off the card? I don't know. I haven't seen that Bryce is off the card. I haven't seen Bryce off the card. Well, it's not official. Ban them for lying. How much you wanna bet? Let me see something. Big Marcel confirmed. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, please. Let me check on Twitter. I will check on Twitter now. What happened, Kel? It's being confirmed. Guys, Bryce is off the card. Big Marcel confirmed. No problem. Let me check. Bryce Mitchell out. Moxarevlo will now fight Diego Lopez. Oh, shit, man. Okay, I will make prediction later. Bryce Mitchell out. Moxarevlo will fight Diego Lopez. Ouch, man. Well, Movsar wins anyway. It is true. No, it's not a lie. Big Marcel confirmed. Movsarevlo are going to fight Diego Lopez. That is unfortunately true. I will have to make a video. In the evening. Okay, when I finish the stream, I'm gonna make the video. No props. Damn, man. Yeah, I know. It kinda sucks. But Bryce Mitchell is off the card and Movsarevlo will fight Diego Lopez. But I know who that guy Diego Lopez is, and it should be an easy win for Movsar Evloev. So I will just call my bookie to place to remain with the bet on Movsar Evloev. No. Big Marcel confirmed. It is not a lie. It is not a lie. I'm picking Evloev. I'm going to stay with the Evloev bet. I just have to inform my bookie that my Evloev bet stays. But probably odds are gonna be shitty. But that's the way it is. Yeah, I see like Bryce Mitchell is injured. Shit, man. I don't think that fight will stay on the main card now. What do you think, fellas? That fight is not gonna stay on the main card now. It is gonna be promoted. It is gonna be downgraded. They just made the card so bad. I was so happy for Movsar Evloev fighting, and now I'm actually frustrated for Movsar Evloev not fighting. But it's just a part of the game, fellas. It's all a part of the game. Like, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And this guy, we definitely lost a big fight. Dober will be promoted. Yeah, Dober versus Frevola could be promoted. We could see the promotion of Dober versus Frevola. That could be a nice promotion if you're asking me. Like, to promote Dober versus Frevola would be a nice thing to do. It would definitely be a nice thing to do. I would actually be very happy to see that fight getting promoted, or the Clark fight. Nah, I think Dober versus Frevola are gonna get promoted. Think that fight has a greater potential for the promotion. Yeah. I do believe that fight has a greater potential for the promotion. Someone getting finished in that fight? Probably yes, but that is gonna be a fun fight to watch. That is definitely going to be a fun fight to watch. I have to agree. Have to agree with that. Oh, 12 people watching. I'm glad that many people is watching. But yeah, what's up? Hello, Niall. How is my fan of the year doing? Are you familiar with this Diego Lopez? Yeah, Diego Lopez has one problem. His TDD is not the greatest in the world. His wrestling defense is not the greatest in the world. So, unfortunately, this is a perfect opponent for Movsar Evloev. Unfortunately, just saying, unfortunately, this is a perfect opponent for Movsar Evloev. Yeah, I know it kind of sucks, but yes, it kind of sucks. Any pullouts? Movsar Evloev will be fighting Diego Lopez. Kind of sucks, right? As much as I know, Diego Lopez has two big problems. First is TDD, or takedown defense. Second is anti-wrestling. He doesn't have the greatest anti-wrestling in the world. Now the card is 4 out of 10 for a pay-per-view. Hell yeah, you are right. 4 out of 10. It's a fucking pay-per-view, man. Why every pay-per-view, every fucking card has to get ruined? Ah, this is Cowboys curse. I bet on Evloev. Yeah, I bet on Evloev. It was one and only straight pick I had. And again, every single time I bet this has to happen. Mitchell is scared. Maybe he is scared. But man, why is that Cowboys curse so powerful? Can somebody tell me, please? Can somebody explain it to me? What is the power behind that Cowboys curse? Why is it so powerful in the first place? Why is that curse so goddamn so strong? So that Cowboys curse is literally one of the worst curses one can get. Imagine Cowboy curse. Yeah, bet on the fight, it will not happen. Hope you've been good, brother. Well, been better. I remember better days. Always find out when you are alive to the curse is real. Unfortunately, it is. Because if it's not powerful, is it really a curse? Unfortunately, you see it is. I fucking bet on Evloev and the fight is not happening. Las Vegas misses the Bulgarian Cowboy. Hey, thank you, Alex. Well, I used to be on crutches for 3 weeks, and then cast is removed of my leg, but I'm better now. I'm feeling very much better now, so just have to confirm that my health has improved. Always respect your positive mindset. Stay strong, brother. Thank you so much, Alex. And thanks to everybody who are supporting me in these dark hours of my life. I'm telling you, Diego Lopez has two problems. First is TDD, or takedown defense. Second is anti-wrestling, especially against the fans. So this is a dream matchup for Movsar Evloev. I removed some limitations from this fight card from my chat. Also, I removed some limitations, and I will continue grinding even harder now. But yeah, when we're already talking about the MMA guru, it's sad. The fact that he doesn't have a sponsor, it's very, very sad because he deserved to have tons of sponsors. With his popularity, with his passion, he really deserved to have tons of sponsors. But it's very sad, actually. It's very, very, very sad. But what can I say? I mean, it's all a part of the game. Some things are pretty much unfair towards some celebrities, personalities, but fans support Guru, and Guru paid for my medical expenses. Chaos Williams is my only lock so far next to Estevam. I also agree that Estevam is going to win. I think Zhumagulov gets cut after this one, probably, and I also think Joseph Holmes is going to lose to Claudio Ribeiro. I think Joseph Holmes is going to lose, though. What do you think about Joseph Holmes' fight? Do you think he is going to lose? I actually think Joseph Holmes has good chances to lose the fight. Think by submission he will win or points. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Alex. Only small gift I offer. This is for keeping the content alive. I believe in your strength. Thank you so much for $9.99, Alex Leon. Thanks so much, man. Guys, you are so amazing with these donations. You are really so amazing with these donations. Thank you. Well, I'm trying to keep the content alive, and I will try even harder. I will stream every single morning when I wake up. I will stream, and I will try to grind even harder and to push everything to the next level. Yeah. Thank you so much, Alex, for this amazing super chat. You said you live in Serbia. Yes, yes, I live in Serbia. Yes, I live in Belgrade, Serbia. Yes. Yes, it's true. I live in Belgrade, Serbia. It is true. This is where I live. Thanks a lot for this amazing gift, fellow. It really means a lot to me. Like, you fans helped me so much when I hurt my leg. You really are. You literally fans helped me. Don't even know how grateful I am. You are really, really amazing. Only a small gift I offer. This is for keeping the content alive. I believe in your strength. I will continue fighting even stronger now. I will fight even stronger now. I'm just checking something. Thanks a lot for this gift, fella. Thanks a lot for this amazing gift. I don't like Holmes the way he fights. Agree? Agree. Who's your most confident pick this weekend? Gonna be Evlev. Very lackluster defense. True. Very lackluster defense. That is true. That is true. Don't forget to vote, fellas. Very lackluster defense. Yeah, I agree. It is pretty much. It is very much of a lackluster defense. Yeah. Yeah, I do live in Serbia. I do live in Belgrade, Serbia. Do you think Daniel Santos is a lock over Johnny Munoz? I think Daniel Santos is going to win. Yes, I believe Daniel Santos is going to win. Yes. Not can't call him a lock though, but I do believe Daniel Santos is going to win. Yes. I strongly like Santos' durability and skill. I think Santos is going to win via some kind of a late stoppage. I have a feeling Santos is going to win via some kind of a late stoppage. They both make mistakes, so yes, you're right, he's not a lock. Nah, I don't see him being a lock. I'm very confident. If you ask me, pick number one is going to be Movsar Evlev. Santos could be number 2 or 3. Maybe number 3. I'm confident in Dober. Exactly, but I played Dober versus Frevola no distance. That could be my pick for this fight. Yeah, that could be my pick. I'm confident on Dober. I think he should knock out Frevola. Will be a good fight. I bet on fight not going the distance. But if I must pick a method in the prop, Dober KO TKO. Dober KO TKO around 2 maybe. Dober got that iron chin, can't be KO'd. Yes, but Frevola can. Frevola can. Yeah, Frevola can be KO'd. Yeah, can't be KO'd. You are pretty much right about that. Let me see. Do we have something else on potential opponent of Movsar Evlev? Let me check. I'm checking something about Diego Lopes. I'm just checking his opponent now on my cell phone. Hold on. Dolber got taken down multiple times by Hernandez, and I never forgot that. I am worried Frevola will steamroll him to the ground until his muscle gas. Clark looked like an entirely different fighter last fight. What are your thoughts on him against Kennedy's power? Well, to be honest, I think this is going to be a long war, honestly. Dolber, I think, has good enough cardio and speed to get it done early or late. True. Clark is my underdog lock. He's a nice underdog, but my underdog lock is Braxton Smith. Dolber is due to getting KO'd, though. His chin will eventually give out. I'm trying to see whether they updated the stats, whether that is that opponent. But I'm telling you, Movsar Evloev's opponent has two downsides. First is TDD, takedown defense. That is his first downside. And the second downside is, cage wrestling, cage drilling. And Movsar Evloev is a master of that. This is like a dream matchup for Evloev. Maybe you're right, Braxton has 100% knockout. True. I like the under in that fight. I don't want to put money on the debutant. That is fair enough. I didn't bet on that fight because if I bet, I would bet the fight not going the distance. But I'm just saying if I bet on that fight, but I didn't bet. Just like you are right, I don't want to put my money on debutants. That is okay. I am backing that up 100%. Yes. 100% backing that up. Yes. Like the under in that fight, I don't want. Like, that is true. That is true. Like, don't put money on debutant. Yeah. It's risky when you put money on debutant. Very risky. Braxton Smith has a brutal knockout power. Parker Porter, he also has a knockout power. These are heavyweights. You've seen against Tafa, he got floored, but Parker Porter was having some knockout victories throughout his entire career. So I will try to make one video on that fight later. I like that Clark easily take down and held down Jung, and he did better against Azamat than Dustin Jacoby, if you ask me. Yeah, to be honest, Azamat is very hard to control. Azamat is very hard to control on the ground, but Azamat has one big downside. Cardio. You've seen that he was slowing down against Jacoby. You've seen that he was taken down. You've seen that he was taken down against Jacoby. No, that worries me. I'll be honest. That worries me. Even though Kennedy had a comeback victory over Yon, I think Devin will use his pace and wrestling more smart and take the decision. I think Zechuk versus Clark has very good potential to go the distance, but my pick would be fight starts round 3 or over 2.5. I still don't believe MMA Joy ate a vegetable. Hamburger. MMA Joy likes it in hot dogs, but I also can't believe that he ate a vegetable. Didn't watch the whole Jacoby fight, but in round 1, Clark, he had a much better round. He rocked Azamat multiple times. That is true. Jacoby lost the whole first round really bad. Jacoby lost round 1 and round 2, and Azamat dropped him in round 1 and round 2. Unfortunately, in round 3, it started to backfire. It really much started to backfire in round 3. Azamat was looking very tired, and Jacoby started to take over. Yeah, Jacoby started to take over back then, and it didn't go well for him. Honestly, got to say, it didn't go well for him. It was just a problem. It was just a massive problem for Jacoby. In the first 2 rounds, but like in the 3rd round, Azamat Murzakanov, he looked gassed. I think having a strong rhythm fighters who have good round 1 is a good thing to look for. I think Kennedy isn't sharp enough to deal with Clark's speed. Absolutely, but what is going to happen if Clark guesses out? That is counter question. I agree with your argument. Just a question: what is going to happen if Clark guesses out? Belal winning. I also think Belal has good chances to win, but I bet on over 2.5. Haha, let's hope so. Q Epsilon, I remember the name. Oh yeah, Alex, I just asked you what could happen, like if he guesses out, but that argument of yours is pretty much on point. Why does the Almeida card look super stacked and this one doesn't look like a pay-per-view now? Because Evloev versus Mitchell is not on. Why is the Cowboys curse real? I bet on Evloev today. Oh my goddamn god, I bet on Evloev today, and he will be fighting a different opponent. He only loses if he gets flatlined with one punch. True. But Belal is actually very hard to finish. Belal's chin is brutal. He is hard to finish. Clark would get finished round 3, but Danilo Markic, who was Alder almost pulled off the decision. I think Clark in his prime, he'll have the heart and cardio as he always does. Well, have to agree with that. Definitely have to agree with that. I believe but I'm gonna tell you, Danilo Marques made a big mistake. Do you know how hard it is to control the opponent like Danilo Marques did against Kennedy Zechukwu? You can control him like that for 1 round, 2 rounds. But if you control him like that for more than 2 rounds, you're gonna pass out. It's super hard to control your opponent like that. Clark fought Manifield with a broken face and Yon with a broken jaw. I give that man 100% respect. Well, he is not a crybaby, that is true. That guy is not a crybaby. He deserves all the respect of this world. And he is not a quitter. Even if he hurts his arm, even if his arm hurts, that guy is never going to quit. Levy versus Rodriguez Schulberger versus Potieria aren't on the main card, but they have Angela Hill on it next week. No comment. Controlling John Morgan is very hard, like Hawk tying a pig. Hawk tying a pig, I like that one. Belal is too slow and his technique is sloppy. I think Burns 30-27's him. I have over 2.5. I just want that fight to go like over 2.5 and my parlay is going to be on point. Josh actually had a great weekend. Josh actually had a great last weekend. Moram malo duže, jednu sam donaciju dobio pa. Malo sam donaciju dobio pa. Moram malo duže da ostavim. Watch out though, Belal has very good cardio, amazing cardio. Belal defense really nice though. I believe this is going to be a very technical warfare. Oh yeah, very technical fight. Yes, I did. Thank you, friend. I went 8-3 on my picks. 8-3? You were better than me. I was 7 out of 11. You were better than me. Way to go. Hold on a sec. That is awesome, my friend. I'm still with the goddamn crutch, so I just had to stood up to take a meal. Short meal. And I'm taking some meds, so... Yeah, I was just taking some meds, etc. Still with my parents. Well, two things. When will you bring back the Čudesno podcast and when will you bring back Sleeping Stream? Hey, Sleeping Stream, I could actually do that when my parents go to spa. About Čudesno podcast, I'm like, it's wasting a lot of energy from me, and right now I don't have the greatest amount of energy, so I have many other things to work on, and that's the problem. But like Sleeping Stream, I could get back sleeping. I could get back Sleeping Stream when my parents go to spa. My parents plan to go to spa because in my condo I can't do Sleeping Stream as there's too much noise. I'm waking up all the time. But my parents are going to spa at the end of May, so yeah, that could be nice. They are going to the spa at the end of May. That Sleeping Stream could be a nice idea. You are right about that. Think Belal will get hit hard on his takedown entries. True. Josh A3. Yeah, Josh is having a great record. PD goes to spa to get his nails done. This guy has the best humor on this channel, believe me. Josh Arajon is pound for pound number 1 on this channel. Personally, see Belal outboxing Burns on the back foot and stuffing the takedowns, taking Burns down. I don't think Burns will try to take Belal down. I think Burns knows it's mission impossible. 7-4, but I only won 700. That is awesome, man. 7-4 is a great record. I was also 7-4, but I only had 2 bets, 1 out of 2. That's what worries me. Alex Belal could weather the trouble Gilbert brings. Yes, he could weather the trouble Gilbert brings. Stefan Yeager won. I think I would have won close to 2K, maybe more. I didn't bet, unfortunately, just made picks. I was 1 out of 2 with bets, but this time I have 4 bets, so we are going to see. This time I have 4 bets, and we are about to see, like... It's not that I'm super confident, but right now Evlev is out of the fight, so how could that be? I see Burns hitting Belal with massive elbows after failed breakdown entries. That is true. I also see it. But again, I don't see Burns finishing Belal. Burns has the strength and speed. Charles is right. Burns is the faster guy. Yes, but Belal is almost impossible to finish. Belal is almost impossible to finish. Belal outboxed Vicente Luque, which was a massive, massive surprise. Burns also has the jiu-jitsu edge. Absolutely, he is BJJ black belt. He is BJJ black belt. Just to take a bit of water. Hold on a sec. Yeah, he has jiu-jitsu edge. That is true. Burns has jiu-jitsu edge. Yes, he has jiu-jitsu edge. 100% on point. I just think Belal has been training like a real fighter for longer and is a better fighter, where Burns has been conditioning his body to go beast mode. Goku versus Vegeta. Goku to win. That means the fight is dead even then. Wait, when did Evloev pull out? No. Evloev didn't pull out. Mitchell is out of the fight. Evloev will fight Diego Lopes. Think Burns outworks Belal. I have over 2.5. That fight. Josh Rahon will step into fight Mofsar. That would be awesome. Belal, I think, has better defense and IQ, and I personally still give him the edge in wrestling. But power and submission threat is entirely Burns. I don't think Burns will try to drag this fight to the ground. I think he knows it's impossible to defeat his opponent on the ground. I just believe it's impossible. I just believe he knows it's impossible. It's mission impossible for him. Burns' only chance is to keep the fight standing. Like, it's almost impossible to drag Belal to the ground. If he drags Belal to the ground, he can threaten via submissions. But, like, Belal has better wrestling. I know Burns is a submission wrestler, etc., but I've never seen somebody taking Belal down. Belal has looked good since switching to the Goat Farmers team. Belal is just a hard worker. That guy works very hard. You know, this is actually true story. Belal has never been a talented guy. Believe it or not, he has never been a talented guy. Belal was just training. He was just training. Before the age of 22, he has never seen the sport of MMA. So he's just Mr. Training. Belal was training. He was just training every single day. Can we get double fingers to Palestine? Ha! Belal trains with Khabib. Let's go. I like the MMA guru. I dislike the majority of Dagestani fighters. Not all though. I like Usman, I like Umar, and I like Zabit from Dagestani fighters. But aside of that, I 100% agree with the MMA guru. You are ruining the sport. What the hell are you doing? Is Merab gonna be able to drag Aldo to the ground? No. Does Merab know to wrestle? No. Let's see whether he knows to wrestle. No. Oh, another takedown stuffed. And another takedown stuffed. And it's obvious that Merab knows nothing about wrestling. And Merab doesn't know to wrestle. Yeah, like trolling fighters. That is one of the most epic stuff I've ever heard. But it was so goddamn funny, like a dark humor. English dark humor. Belal isn't a good wrestler though. But nobody can take him to the ground. Nobody was able to drag him to the ground. In my opinion, Gilbert is a better fighter with better wins than Belal. But Belal could win. Yes, he could. I think Belal is a decent underdog. But again, we're going to see. But I just see him as a decent underdog opportunity. Yeah, it could be really much of a nice opportunity. Yeah, I defo agree. This could be a very much of a nice opportunity. For majority of them, yes. Yes, for majority of them. Just like say yes to the dress, yes. Bill Lyle. It's Colby Covington. Colby Covington and his dark humor. Belal is a great defensive wrestler, but his offense wrestling is okay. He isn't a great striker, but he has insane cardio. Well, in MMA, cardio is everything. I think Luke and Sean Brady are better wins than Masvidal and Magny, if you ask me. So I still give edge to Belal. Well, to be honest, Belal's victory over Luke was a massive upset to me because I wasn't expecting that Belal is gonna let Luke control the center of the cage. That was a massive surprise to me. I didn't expect Belal to let his opponent control the center of the cage. I just believe he was having a great tactics. I just believe he was having great cornerman. I just believe Belal was having a better corner on that day. Brock Lesnar versus Mark Coleman. I think Brock Lesnar would win that one. I think it would have been an easy win for Brock Lesnar, yes. Brock Lesnar used to be a new age, while Mark Coleman is an old-fashioned fighter. Can't support Belal after the way he cried in the cage. I agree. I agree with that, but let's be honest. He's just a hard worker. Cried like a woman. We've seen what happened in the match against Leon Edwards. Yeah, no, when he got a finger to the eye, when he got eye poked. Yes, he was crying pretty much when he got eye poked. Pretty much remember that he was crying. He was crying like a baby when he got eye poked. That is true. Yes, he was crying like a baby when he got eye poked. But the guy who has never cried inside the ring is Devin Clark. Have you seen Devin Clark? Have you ever seen Devin Clark crying? Hope Gilbert Stephens lays the eye Belal up. Well, we're about to see. We're about to see how that fight going to develop. But anyway, I'm looking for a miracle in that fight. Yeah, honestly, I'm looking for a miracle. Stiff like a board. I've never seen Devin Clark cry in the cage. No, me neither. John Morgan cried when they ran out of fried chicken at the buffet. Well, they have never had enough fried chicken for that guy. Yeah, they have never had enough of fried chicken, so I just think Johnny Boy was crying for a reason. Yes, I just think Johnny Boy was crying for a reason. Flabby butt. MMA Joy and John Morgan would get along. That would be nice. And imagine hot dogs, like hot dog eating contest between John Morgan and MMA Joy. Who would defeat who in that hot dog eating contest? Hot dog. Whatever happened to pink shirt guy? Got no idea. John Morgan versus Daniel Cormier. Well, John Morgan would smoke him out in the eating contest. It would never end. Yes, it would never end. Imagine like the two of them eating hot dogs. Homer versus MMA Joy. Haha, Homer Simpson. Hey, look! Some dog has a ham! Give me that ham, dog! Give me that goddamn ham! Ashley versus Vlad. Ashley would win because I would headbutt that slut. I would headbutt her, so she would win. She's just a bitch. Imagine me punching Ashley, then taking her down and then headbutt, and she wins via disqualification. In bare knuckles, she would win headbutting. Who is Ashley? Middle Easy editor. I used to work for the website called Middle Easy, and she was constantly playing mind games with me. And then when I became a star, she begged me to get back to write for their stupid outlet. But she was begging like a coward. She was actually She was actually begging like a chicken. No, she was begging like a chicken. Yeah, she was begging like a chicken, yes. Some slack. Yeah, you can call it that way. She was begging like a chicken. MMA Joy is personally responsible for all food shortages in the world. MMA Joy just likes to eat. How much does MMA Joy weigh? What is his official weight, fellas? Does anybody know what is MMA Joy's official weight? Does somebody has that data? No, I'm just asking a question now. Does somebody know that? Honestly hoping somebody knows how much MMA Joy weighs. 350 pounds. 1003. Probably 350. Around 350 from the eye test. 350. Whoa, man. He is the fattest streamer on the planet. He is the fattest MMA streamer on the planet. Definitely more than 350. I weigh only 180. 180 to 185. Guru is 450. Guru is actually, I think, 230 or 240, something like that. Wings of Redemption. I think Guru said that he is 230, 240, and he used to be 260. So Guru is a fat boy, huh? Yeah, no, Guru is pretty much of a fat boy. Have you ever heard what Guru orders from McDonald's or Domino's? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, MMA Guru's life is like, how you say, like a fairy tale. That guy is living like in a fairy tale, but he is a great friend. I respect MMA Guru because he paid my medical expenses, but MMA Guru, literally, that guy is the die-hardest Pepsi fan I have ever seen. You can't blame Guru for being fat. It's the targeted Domino's adverts to blame. Yeah, Guru is a Pepsi fan. Lad, what would you do if John Morgan was on this chat? I would ask him why he rejects to fight me. But right now I cannot fight with my injury. I would just ask him why he rejects to fight me. Wings of Redemption and Boogie. Vlad would take him even with a broken leg. Probably. I am still training. Guys, I am training on the couch. You've probably seen that. I am training on the couch. But I am training as hard as I can. You've seen that. Believe it or not, I am training every day. I'm still training every day. But I'm training on the couch. I'm recording myself only 2 or 3 times per week. But believe it or not, I'm training every single day. I know it sounds a bit odd, but what if he said you're not worthy sharing the same ring with? Keep it going. Well, it just speaks about him. It just speaks that he's a coward. If he says that, he's a coward. And I'm fine with that. He confesses he's a coward. That's okay. Because he probably is a coward. If he was not a coward, he would have fought me. Or he would have responded any of my call-outs, and he has never responded, so it just speaks about him, right? Mr. Coward. John Morgan. John the Coward Morgan. Anyway, fellas, I need to go now. I will probably wake up early in the morning to do another stream. And starting tomorrow, some of my live streams will be locked. Just to know, not all of them. This one will not be locked, just to say. But some of my streams will be locked starting tomorrow. And please read my community post and you will see why. What if Justin Fire made a video about you? I'm always willing to hear that video, man. I would be. It would have been an honor to me because that guy is a coward. He first accepted the fight, then pretended that he didn't know who I am. So, all right, let's go. And please read the community post. You will see why I will be locking one part of my live streams from now on. Have a great day, everyone, and catch you.